Welcome to Family Gamer TV. I'm with Jeremy Padawer, co-president of Wicked Cool Games, and we've been looking at your new line of Cabbage Patch Kids, which I remember from when I was young, so they're coming back.
Yes, we're absolutely bringing Cabbage Patch Kids back, and we have a wonderful strategy. We're bringing them back with their pets. So all new Adoptimals pets. Each Cabbage Patch Kid's going to be wearing a key, and each pet has a charm around their neck, a heart charm. And when you put the key into the heart charm, you get a beautiful engagement, and it's really magical, and we think kids are going to love it.
Oh, so and each Cabbage Patch doll has its own pet, and they go together. Is that right?
That's right. Well, they do. It's a separate sale, so you could actually have any kid go with any pet, because we wanted to make sure that if a child goes to retail and really loves bulldogs, but really also likes the brunette, that they can pair any Cabbage Patch Kid with any pet. But the engagement and the interaction is very special and sweet. And it's all about adoption and nurturing and rescue, and that's really goes to the heart of what Cabbage Patch Kids is all about.
And I was expecting to see a few dolls, and I heard they're coming back, but there's a whole lineup here.
Absolutely. We have everything from a $4.99 opening price point little miniature baby to a $9.99 item that goes both at mass retail and a whole dollar store and grocery drug channel operation between $4.99 and $9.99. Goes $9.99, $19.99, all the way up to a $99.99 super exclusive limited edition item.
So Wicked Cool Toys, I've not really heard of the company before. How did you land such a big license as Cabbage Patch Kids?
Well, we've been around for just a couple years, but myself and my business partners have been in the toy business for 20 years. And we have extreme knowledge of both the toy business, the buyers, the licensing folks, as well as the sourcing and manufacturing. So our expertise is very high. And I'd like to think that we had the right vision for the brand. One of the reasons why we are getting such big brands so early in our cycle as a company is that our vision and our ability to execute on that vision, we think, is very, very high. And so I think that does offer a great deal of flexibility. And one of the things that we are doing as a company, as being a new toy company, is that we understand that it is a margin-challenged category, and we're not going to have the bloated structure that some of the companies have out there that unfortunately make it where they cannot provide values to the consumer, or their retail prices are just way too high.
And how about those bigger companies that have sort of economies of scale and probably marketing budgets which are much bigger? How do you sort of work to balance the books there?
Well, marketing also ebbs and flows with gross volume. So for us, if we have a brand that runs, we can support it with tremendous campaigns that are on par or better than any larger company. And I would say that the difference is our number of shots on goal are smaller. So while you'll see in here Cabbage Patch Kids, Girl Scouts of America, and various brands that do require TV promotion, you won't see 20. The reality is the sourcing and manufacturing, the Hong Kong component, the China component, has never been more important than it is today. If you cannot execute in China, then you are done as an organization. And for us, especially in this category, that is true. Now, the truth is you can do domestic and U.S. manufacturing or localized manufacturing, but there are very few items where it still makes sense to do that because of the offset in labor costs and the offset in shipping.
Yes, we had a great look around the booth. Loads of really sort of top-tier licenses and Crashlings, some that my kids are really addicted to in a nice way, and so I was interested to see them. Have you got new Crashlings at the Toy Fair this year?
Yes, we do. So Crashlings is one of our homemade brands. It's one that we developed from scratch. A world of little aliens and monsters that travel in meteors across the universe, and the meteor is a popping meteor. And I'm so excited to hear that your kids play with it. And we have 150 new styles of Crashlings that we are showing today at the New York Toy Fair.
And it sounds, at a personal level, you were talking earlier about the transition from working for a big company, JAKKS Pacific, to running your own company. That's been a positive transition, because I think some people would maybe not relish that challenge.
Well, look, I'll tell you, for me, it was a tremendous experience working as an executive in a large company. And I had only positive things to say about any of the large companies I worked at before, whether it's Mattel or JAKKS or whatever it may be. But for my family and for myself and for my partners, it meant the world for us to be able to throw out our own shingle and to try it on our own. And also, I was told many, many times by other entrepreneurs that I was in my middle age and I better get off my keister and do it now, or maybe perhaps I wasn't going to ever have the ability to do it. And it takes time, and you're not credible coming right out of the gate. It takes time. So for us, this was really the time in our lives where it made the most sense. We had the credibility to start something and give it a shot, and this is it. So to all the large companies I've worked for before and been executives at before, I am forever thankful.